Howdy folks, so we are back at the Capilano suspension bridge for a turn. We decided that it might be a nice little walk for a Saturday because we don't want to go walk up mountains and stuff. So we want to go do a little walk down along the river in Capilano. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. Last time we were here it was really nice and awesome because it was a normal weekday, was it? I don't know, it was a different day. Today is a Saturday. And typical tourist hotspots. Now we have to queue to get onto the bridge, and there's like a queue of people on the bridge, and you know it kind of robs the whole thing of the awesomeness. So it's like everywhere you go you have to queue, and you just got people everywhere. Luckily we are not here for the bridge per se. Hey Belinda. We are just going to cross the bridge and on the other side go for a walk in the forest off of the normal track, which is cool. Because I'm not good with queues and people, am I?
It is definitely not good.
Oh, look at that, all the people on the bridge. Crazy. All right, but I'm going to check back in when we get to the other side and we are off on our little walk. Alright, so it is very busy here. It's absolutely like packed. Me and Belinda are going to hit the road and try and get out of the traffic down to the lesser known paths. Okay, so clearly a Saturday on a nice cool Saturday is not the perfect time to come and visit Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. Eh? Not if you want to actually do the cool things like watch this, you know, go and stand on the suspension bridge and take photos
for
and
half
things.
an hour.
Yeah. No, but I mean it's just like
You can't even take a selfie because it's so crowded.
Yeah. You're just in this queue that have to keep moving because there's just more and more people coming on from behind. Fish feeding at 12 p.m. It is still beautiful here though. Okay, so I just decided to speed this up because actually it was a little bit torturous, to be honest. You know, the last time we went to Capilano Suspension Bridge Park, it was, I don't know, we were just lucky there weren't a lot of people. Well, the last two times. And it was fun. But, I mean, the reason we go there is because we want to see nature and experience the beauty and everything. And this time around there was just like way too many people. I mean, you're like little cattle in these little walkways and everybody's stopping to try and take photos. And then of course the other thing is everybody is shouting and talking loud, and it's just a cacophony of noise. And everybody's wearing perfumes, and it's you don't smell nature, you don't hear nature. I mean, yeah, you see nature, kind of. But yeah, lots of these little places where people chuck coins into the rivers and ponds. I don't know, it was just not the type of experience that you want to go to. When we were at Capilano Suspension Bridge Park the first time in 2016, they had these walkways, but you also had the option to actually walk off into the forest, and that was amazing because we walked down to the river and we walked all the way along the river, and it was beautiful. You know, you're in the forest and almost like a real hike. Now it seems they shut the whole place down, so you can't access anything. You just have these little walkways and paths that you can stick on, and there's not that many of them. And that's it. You got to like really just cruise around that section and just, you know, stick to the path with all the other tourists. And it's just this giant queue. Now, as you can tell, I'm probably not the perfect person for crowds. I'm just, it's just not something I enjoy. I don't enjoy standing in queues. I don't enjoy jostling for position in places. So yeah, you know, I think the bottom line here is Capilano Suspension Bridge Park is awesome. Just don't go on a weekend. Don't go on a Saturday. If the weather is nice and cool like this, don't go, because then it's just like a crowd of people, and it's just not that much fun. Yeah, I guess that comes with commercialization. Hey, the unfortunate reality is that that is what we do as humans. We find something that is beautiful and nice, and then we commercialize it and we advertise it, and suddenly there's like thousands of people that want to see it, and we just, it's just a self-destroying system. Suddenly you've got all these tourists and everybody coming to view this beautiful nature, and by everybody coming to view it, they destroy it. I guess that's why they put these paths and things in place, is because people were not looking after the forest the way they should. Oh, obviously, and they want to make money. Like I was saying to Belinda, I guess another reason was because these paths are kind of led off to other trails as well. So I would assume that, there would have been people that sneaked in from these other trails to come and visit the suspension bridge without actually paying for it. So I guess that would be another problem as well. Look, Capilano Suspension Bridge Park, it is nice, it is beautiful, it is a cool place to visit, but you do have the catch-22. You don't want to visit it when when everybody wants to visit it, and then if you visit it when everybody isn't visiting it, then you also don't have these little tour guides talking and explaining things, which was a cool touch. They had a lot of kids working there, they had a lot of people working there, and everywhere there would be people standing talking about owls or talking about trees and doing education, which is great. But yeah, and then you have people like that want to stop every 3 steps on the bridge to take selfies of themselves, which got a little annoying. And of course, at the end of this one, while we were on the bridge, there was this old lady that came onto the bridge, and she probably made it about 20 steps before it just freaked her out too much. So the whole traffic had to stop. I helped her over onto to turn around, because she was just not going any further, and she was starting to freak out. And everything has to stop because we need to help her off the bridge, which obviously, I mean, you understand, that's fine, but it's just takes away from the experience, I guess. You would think that they would actually limit the number of tourists going in. I mean, I don't know how true it was. I heard somebody saying there that they had 8,000 people through there yesterday or something like that. Don't know. Tour buses. Ah, yes, the lady that got stuck. Anyway, folks, have a good one. Cheers.